Chairman, Valero St. Charles Refinery was recently recognized for community service by Louisiana Economic Development as a recipient of the Landing Award. 2014 Landing Award winners were honored during a private reception held at the Louisiana Governor's Mansion on June the 24th. The Landing Award winners demonstrated excellence in manufacturing and outstanding service to their communities through the involvement of their business and employees. Landing Award winners are selected by the Louisiana Association of Planning and Development Districts with merit selections of one of the winners from each state's 8 regions. Winners exemplify manufacturing excellence as illustrated by the overall contribution to their communities, including investment in the employment, growth, and facility expansions. Each business also must demonstrate stability by remaining in operation at least 3 years prior to the nomination. We nominated Valero. It was a great selection, and they should be commended for this award. The Humane Society, the St. Charles Humane Society, is holding its 2nd annual Christmas in July online fundraising auction to benefit the medical needs of the homeless pets at St. Charles Parish Animal Shelter. The auction can be accessed by logging on to Facebook and visiting St. Charles Humane Society page at www.facebook.com/St. Charles Humane Society. Auction items are located in the photo album on the page. Minimum bids begin at $5. Bidding is open until 8 p.m. July 15th. Winners will be notified via private message and also responsible for picking up the items at the animal shelter. In order to pick it up, winners must be cash or check made payable, cash or check paid for the items and a photo ID. Check should be payable to St. Charles Parish Humane Society. Independence Day celebrations. Thanks to everyone who came out to enjoy the festivities on last week's for our 24th annual Independence Day celebration. Also, thanks to all those who helped with the planning event, those who participated in the program, as well as the volunteers. For those interested in seeing the band's performance or the fireworks show again, log on to www.stcharlesparish-tv.com later this week. Also, next year is going to be our 25th annual Independence celebration. We want to do something a little bit extra, and we're asking the public if you have any ideas or suggestions to make the event more appealing to the public, please call us and let us know what your thoughts are. Earl mentioned this earlier, the flood insurance meeting. St. Charles Parish will host 4 public meetings to answer residents' questions about the National Flood Insurance Program and the Homeland Flood Insurance Affordability Act. They are set for 6 p.m. on July 15th at the East St. Charles Regional Library in Destrehan, 6 p.m. July 17th at the Cypress Lake Country Club in Destrehan at 6 p.m., 6 p.m. July 29th at the West Regional Library in Luling, at 6 p.m. July 30th at the Bayou Gauche Fire Station in Bayou Gauche. All residents will be receiving a mailer soon, encouraging everybody to purchase flood insurance. On a sad note for our parish, Ms. Merzak has been offered another position, a higher position, more in her field, and she'll be moving on. She has given me a letter of resignation. I reluctantly accepted it. I just want to say that, Kim, the parish is going to be a great loss. When you came in here, you brought this department a long way. I know you got a lot of knocks sometimes. You got the toughest job in the parish because you're trying to tell people how to use their property. But from the bottom of my heart, I thank you, and best of luck. On a good note, the Finance Department received the award again this year, and I will read it. The Government Finance Office Association of the United States and Canada is pleased to announce that St. Charles Parish Council, Louisiana, has received the GFOA's Distinguished Budget Presentation Award for budgeting. The award represents a significant achievement by the entity. It reflects the commitment of the governing body and the staff to meeting the highest principle of government budgeting. In order to receive the budget award, the entity has to satisfy nationally recognized guidelines for effective budget presentation. These guidelines are designed to assess how well an entity budget serves as a policy document, a financial plan, an operational guide, a community device. Budget documents must be rated proficient in all 4 categories and the 14 mandatory criteria within those categories to receive the award. When a distinguished budget presentation award is granted to an entity, A certification recognition for budgeting presentation is also presented to the individual or department designer as being primarily responsible for having achieved the award. This has been presented to Mr. Grant M. Dewson, Chief Financial Officer. Grant, I have this award for you. You come up and accept it.
He gets an award every other meeting. He gets an award every other meeting.
Buddy.
Because he's that good, I guess. His photos could be like wallpaper in his office. Yeah.
Thank you, V.J., and thank you, Parish Council members. This is again, something I'm very proud of. Since it is accountants, they kind of go cheap now. They just give us this. As you remember last year, I was standing with that big hunk of granite. Well, each year now they just send you the year that you get it. This is the third consecutive year that St. Charles Parish has gotten this award, and it gets increasingly difficult every year because the stipulations that they give us, which is why the budget gets bigger and bigger every year, the amount, the things they make you do, and not only after you do them, they review it, and then they add 100 more things after that each year. And it goes through a panel of 3 other accountants that, I guess they don't tear it up, but they all give their, their ones and twos on what you need to do and how they think you should change certain things. And it has to pass them before it comes to you to get the award. And I've been to several GFOA conferences, and they usually always announce the winners of the audit award and now the budget award. And I can tell you that it's very few people that stand up for the budget. So we're in a tight class. I think it's less than 6 in Louisiana that get this award. And it's not a guarantee every year, like I said, because it's a different review panel every year. And sometimes you can get some mean people, but so far we've been in great shape. It's been very fortunate, and it's really a testament to the finance department and the hard work that they do. And we'll start working on the next one, and as you know, budget's just starting now, so as we get into it, if you guys have any questions as the budget goes on, you know where to find me. We're here to help you and hopefully get another award for next year. So thank you again.
Thanks, Grant.
And finally, Madam Chairman, 3 weeks ago, the Union Pacific invited the Three River Parish presidents to Omaha, Nebraska, to discuss some future plans. Union Pacific plan on spending $1.2 million between Texas and Louisiana, with $400 million being spent in Louisiana and $20 million being spent in St. Charles Parish. Primarily, what they're trying to do is that because of the amount of expansion that's projected over the next 10 years, $90 billion worth of expansion, there's not much room to put an existing track on the side of the track they have now. So what they're trying to do is make offshoots on different parishes where they can allow rail cars and not through freight to get off the tracks to allow these other trains to come through. I also talked to them about, they brought me to the operations center, and there's 750 people around the clock, 365 days a year, and they call them zones. And they brought me to our zone, and I can see where every track, every rail car in the parish was, how long it's been parked, where it's projected to go. And we brought up, in fact, all the parish presidents brought up about the amount of time that our rail crossings are being tied up. And so now I got the number. They tell me the car's only been there for 10 minutes. I can call this guy up and say, how long has this car been there? And he'll be able to give me that information. But just some general information, we have, just in Louisiana, 1,552 miles of track, the annual payroll of $120 million, in-state purchases $16.1 million, capital investment last year $131 million in the state. They have 1,241 employees in the state. The 5 top commodities on these rail cars are crude oil, coal, plastics, liquid and dry chemicals, stone and gravel. And that concludes my report, Madam Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. St. Pierre.